Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Brick City. I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day. I literally am. I'm having a beautiful day today. We've done quite a few bits already this morning, and now we're going to get on to building the next section of the Lego City, and one that I know I've been saying that I'm going to do for a long time. Now, there's not going to be too much exciting going on here. I think we're going to do a lot of like baluster kind of bits for the tracks, and we're going to maybe tile it underneath. I kind of have a little idea of how I want it to go, just because it's a bit awkward with some of the curved pieces. Like, I found that building before, like kind of tiling underneath tracks, curved pieces for me are very tricky, but I do have a way to do it. I think I don't have the right tiles, so we are going to just like fill in for now, but I do have a little idea and I know where we're going to go, and I'm really excited to start doing it. Now, what I have gathered is I've took all the minifigures off, so we've got all the minifigures that were sat on the shelves, and I am going to get a case for them to go into hopefully very soon. But what we've took is we've took the 32 by 16 base plates, and we're going to combine these all in a length to create these train tracks, just because that's the only kind of amount of room that I have on that space there. I'm really excited to do this. Actually, it's like kind of a section of the city that it's kind of like out of the city. Like, I don't know if I'd count it as part of the city as of yet, just because we haven't actually built a table for it to go onto, but I do have plans to build a table as well for that to sit onto, which I'm very, very excited to do. But then obviously if we do that, we are going to have to tidy away a lot of the kind of other boxes and bits that we have sat down here, which I'm not too bothered about. We can end up doing that, and we probably will end up doing that, but that's obviously a job for the future. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to create some mills plates on these. We're going to turn each one of these into a mills plate, and then we're going to see how it fits in and work the train tracks into it. So without further ado, let's get started and turn these into mills plates. So let's do it. That's 3 mills plates fully created. Now, the reason we've done this differently with the grey down the middle, and that is because the train tracks are going to sit on the middle there. We have done 3 like this, so all 3 look exactly the same. However, I am going to have to change it a little bit just because one of the tracks curves, but I want to get the kind of 2 main bits on like this, and then they'll clip together, and then I need to work on the other section, which of course being the curved bit of track, of course being this section here. So we are going to now start working on this, but we need to put the other track in first, so I'm going to do that and then we'll work on this section. But it looks like we've 2 of the tracks in place. I think it looks really cool. Like, it looks really nice. Obviously I think I am going to have to pull it a bit further forwards just because this isn't going to line up properly, so I think they are going to have to sit about here, but I can pull this forwards as well, so it shouldn't look too bad, and then it'll line up properly as well. The only problem now is trying to work out how we're going to do this next section, just because, well, it doesn't kind of line up with it really. So I'm going to have to work out a bit off camera what I'm going to have to do with this, because it's not going to line up, because the track's not going to fit in there, unless I do have some of the curved, like, bendy track, but then again I might just use that round the rest of there. I'm going to have to figure this one out. So I think for now, my solution is going to be, like I said, to use a bit of this bendy track, which obviously moves in the middle, but it also fits nicely and snug there. And it kind of brings all this together. And obviously, when I pull this forwards, it all lines up really, really nicely, and the train track carries on going down there. Do need to put a few of these bricks on here just to stabilise this side, but to be fair, the trains aren't really going to be coming this way too much. And then the only things left to do would be to kind of change the tiling on here, so that it fits the colour. So it needs to be grey on these sections, and then obviously green on this section here, which I will change very, very easily. And then the only thing left to do is to start adding flowers, plants and leaves and everything. Although, if you can't already tell by the amount that we use, and over there as well, oh, and on the new project, we are slowly running out of leaf pieces. So we're going to have to bear with, and we'll do what we can do with this. Maybe might have to build up a grass verge or a wall to add a bit of detail, so we will see, but you know, we'll be able to do it. So let's get into sorting this out. And there we have it. That's all 3 train tracks fully completed there. So obviously this one you'll see doesn't have any tracks on it, and I do need to lower this one just so the studs, I need to turn these to tiles just because the studs, the way the curve goes, but at the moment I don't have enough grey tiles to do that, so we're going to leave that for now. But this is what they're looking like, and I think they look really cool. They kind of look like mini palm trees, or like a mini habitat on these, but we have got 2 pretty much exactly the same, which are these 2 here, and they're obviously the ones that go next to each other. And then we've got this one as well, which is going to go in the corner, and that's for the turning of the track that goes into the city. Now, what we have done, you'll probably notice, is we've done thicker kind of grass running along this side, and then thinner grass on this side, and that's just because I wanted to kind of break it up with the wall being on this side as well. I didn't want it to be like thick grass the whole way across, so we have changed it up so it's a bit thinner on this side and then thicker on the other. And now I think we should put it in place and see what it looks like, so let's do it. There it is, tucked in very nicely next to the rest of the park. Now you can see what I mean why I said I wanted to kind of break it up here, just so when it's next to this wall it doesn't look too like kind of overgrown and flowery, and I feel like we've done it on a nice bit so that it gradually goes up, kind of. If you look at it from this level, the flowers you can see over the top, and I quite like that. Now obviously we have still got the Christmas tree in here, and that does need to go, so that is going to be a project for us, maybe actually no, I'm at uni tomorrow, maybe someday someday soon we will sort out the Christmas tree and get rid of that. But I think this was a big project that we needed to do, and obviously now it's gone, it looks absolutely amazing. I am trying to think of what I can put in this corner. Now I don't want to do the park the whole way across, I just think, well, you know, it would make no sense doing it the whole way across. And obviously I have seen that on Bricklink we have got now a train yard, and I think the train yard might look absolutely amazing down there. But slowly but surely we are starting to run out of room in the city, and obviously there are quite a few projects we still need to do. I mean, it doesn't look like we're running out of room, but we really are. So I think one thing I might start by doing is I might take out a lot of the loose train tracks, which will free up a bit of room for new projects and stuff going on the sides. And I also need to clear up the city. Like, there is like a few random sets and stuff in here. I do actually want to put some of these, the carnival games, as well as the play area that we've got there, into the Lego City. But as of yet, sorry, into the park. But as of yet, I haven't done that as well. So that might be another future project as well. And obviously that needs changing up. And we do need to build some more roads and also get some more buildings for this section. But I think if I did decide to get rid of the train tracks, then, you know, we could move the whole city over a bit and it'd free up quite a bit of room. So maybe that's something we might do. But for now, we have built that section of the city and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, maybe we do need to reformat the city a little bit and take the train tracks out. Just for the moment, just because of the size. But we'll think about that in the future. Right, that's another good project done in the Lego City. I am so happy to have that finally kind of done because it's something I wanted to do for such a very, very long time. I do have a few more projects, like I say, that we need to be working on, and I am going to plan out what I want to do with them. Obviously, because it is like a big kind of thing with this Lego City for me. And I also need to plan out a few parts orders as well, just because there is quite a few other sections that I want to kind of add to and work on. But, you know, I'm very happy with how the city's turning out, and kind of the amount that we've done in 2023 is absolutely insane to say. We're kind of doing this city on a bit of a budget and trying to work through as much as we can, as well as create these videos and do uni work and every other thing that we've got going on. I think it's absolutely incredible, and it's truly brought me so much joy doing all of this stuff. But I am going to end the video here because that project is now finally done, and I'm not too sure what we're going to work on tomorrow, but I will find something to work on. So thank you very much for coming by. If you have enjoyed this, please remember to like, subscribe and follow, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.